Front line. Casual match. Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Let us begin. Hope you're ready. Round one. Fight!
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Checks with the projectile. The low heavy hits. Picks up some damage with a long reaching attack. Saw that low heavy coming. Neither of them willing to back off here. Nice solid counter. All that effort for so little. Experiencing burnout. Player 2 has depleted their drive game, but they are still within range to win this round. Going on the offensive? They need to rely on their instincts here. That was a well-placed projectile. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight!
Goes for the jump in to start. Who's going to start things off? The low doesn't connect. Neither of them willing to back off here. Good somersault kick. Player 1 is working with a less than ideal drive gauge. They'll need to be very careful here. Somersault kick. Quick breather. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Can they create an opportunity for themselves to see knockdown? Here comes the mix-up. Both sides getting ready. Can they close this round and whiffs? They're wide open. Turns out. What's next? The low's blocked. Charges up the flat. That was the lightest I've ever seen. Player 1 faced the giant and walks away unscathed. What a win!
Comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Round 1. Fight!
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Gets the counter. Is that going to condition them to be more conservative? Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. Burnout is triggered. Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Shoots off a fireball up close. They break things off to take a quick breather. A good chance here to recover the drive gauge or figure out the next step. Will this super art connect? All right, what's coming up next? Getting into the end game now. It's getting tense. Big low attack to pick up the win this round. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Fires off a whirlwind. Hits them with a stop and pop. Backs them into the corner in a hurry. A quick breather. Tries them open with a shoryuken. Goes for the machine to Hadouken. KO! That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances.
Great match. Comes a new challenger.
This is a mirror match, which means it's not just about the win, but about your pride as a player too. This is a must-win fight.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Gets a chance with that jump in. Tries to bait him with the projectile. Opts for the throw. Was well in range to score the throw. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. All right, what's coming up next? Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Projectile to try and change the situation. Fires off the Shiku Hadouken KO. Player 2 with a big first round pickup. Can they close it out?
Round 2. Fight.
Immediate jump in. Takes the opponent out of the air. This is a chance to dictate the pace. Scratching it out up close. Big low reaching heavy. Tries him open with a Shoryuken. Smart play to stop the opponent. What'll happen here? There's an overdrive Shoryuken. Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. Low heavy. Thinking cap overdrive Shoryuken. Nice counter. Both sides getting the low. Turns out.
This is my chance.
Doesn't set the flow. Player 2 showed they are truly the best of the best.
Here comes a new challenger.
Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Let us begin.
Prepare.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round.
Oh yeah, sure you can.
Charges in with authority. Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match gonna go? How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Still slugging it out here. Reads them. Knockdown. Big counter. We're near the end of the round. Can either fighter pull a rabbit out of their hat here? Life lead opens up. Shoots off a fireball up close. Time's the only thing moving here. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Fantastic. Shinku Hadouken! What'll happen here? Ooh, double KO. You don't see that every day.
Fight round. Fight.
Immediate jump in. Final round. The low. A jump? No! This is breakup. Clutch anti-air. They just said, get that jump in out of here. The low kick hits. Solid anti-air. Thinking cap overdrive Shoryuken. Escapes the corner. Gets ready to be thrown to the side. What's next? Charges up the plasma. Straight to the point. Both sides getting ready. What are they gonna do? Checking with the fireball. How will they react? Low heavy, but no go. Who's gonna take it? Both of them back off. They may be preparing for the fight. Blocks the low kick. I can't believe it. It is over. Player 2 was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that rundown. Presses for a crown zone from above. The low heavy is denied. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. Trips him up. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move, or you're gonna eat tons of damage. Knockdown. Player 2 is all heated up with a combo into super. Next hit will end the round. Intercepts. Slick anti-air finish. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Power but it converts the opening impact into a punish counter. Dashes up. Opts for the air-to-air encounter. Smart play there to go for the air-to-air. Even if it can't lead to a combo, it's low risk but effective. Gutsy play with the grab. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Going in? Smart play, but gotta do better than that. Player 2 has the chance to win the round if they can put their drive to good use. Shinku Hadouken! The super doesn't hit! Straight to the point! What's this Shinku Hadouken gonna do? Dangerous range here. This is gonna hurt. What a finish! Player 1 was an absolute beast in that match. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Throws them to negate the block. A little too greedy there. The throw is escaped. These two fighters are perfectly synced. Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Will this super art connect? Oh, talk about overextending. The jump in is denied. Not shy with the grab. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Decides to meet them in the air. Non-air squad it. It's too much. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Immediate jump in. Who's going to start things off? Well-timed corner switch. Fires on the Shinku Hadouken. The super doesn't hit. Still slugging it out at this range. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with the meter advantage. Lifts them with a roll. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the... Get ready to be thrown to the sun! Got no escaping that! Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Comes a new challenger.
We're in for something special right here, right now.
All right, you ready? This will be a good fight. Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Saw that low heavy coming. Still slugging it out here. Good anti-air. Wow, shut down. Goes for the fireball. Blocks the low heavy. Long low attack hits. Picks up some damage with a long reaching attack. Throws them. What's next? That drive impact doesn't get through. Throws them to negate the block. Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. Cross up. Scrapping it out up close. Which one of these fighters, were they baiting them into that? In there! Player 1 wins the first round and is now riding a huge wave of momentum.
Round 2. Fight.
Goes for the jump in to start. Who's going to start things off? From upstairs. Risky up close scrap still going. Breaks the block with a throw. They're going for the super art. Vulcan blast. Fires off the Shinku Hadouken. Jumps up. Denied. The low. Ooh, lands rising uppercut. This is gonna hurt. Only a little. There's the burner. Has the Vulcan Blast sealed the deal? Player 1 uses that wall pressure. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that rebound. Whips with that huge attack. Was looking for that jump attack. Low heavy. Uses a long-range attack there to zone them perfectly. Can't tech the throw. Gets a normal hit from the drive attack. They're still good. Knockdown. And the throw ends the round. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
A brave forward jump there to start. Nails the end. Goes for the super art. Oops, they were anticipating that super art. Low heavy hits. Mix up incoming. Smart stuff, poking at that range to zone the opponent. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Still slugging it out at this range. Not much life left, but they're driving rising uppercut. Reads the jump in perfectly. Blocks the low heavy connected. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Comes a new challenger.
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
Everything you have. This will be a good fight. Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Checking their opponent. Blocks the jump in. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Throws him down. Was well in range to score the throw. Player 2 chases him down. What are they thinking here? Just goes for it to stop the opponent's flow. Reads them. Neither of them willing to back off. Life lead is opening up, but that could still be overcome with smart drive use. Nice double Larry. Fires off the Shiku Hadouken. A quick breather. Player 2 KO. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Big counter. Hits him into Shiku Hadouken. Creates an opening with a low heavy. Their spacing is so on. Digs in deep to get that driving. Life lead is there. Burnout activates. Knockdown and jumps up. Ooh, what a smart throw. Oh, here we go. Player 2 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. Connects with the throw. What's next? What a read with that anti-air. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round. Fight.
Open, whip. They're wide open. Looking to plant them with the pile drive. Player 1 has a slight solid anti-air. They just said, get that jumping out of here. Player 1 is, oh my god, they just chunked it up. Knocked them out of the air. Taking chunks out of each other here. Driving back, misses. Amazing. Tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. Punch plus anti-air. A real test of nerves here. Fire and whip! They're wide open! Throws! This is a critical moment! You need guts to pull that off! Player 1 clinches the win! But that could have been anyone's thing. No way we could have called that. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Clutch anti-air. Whiffs with that huge attack. You do not want to whiff an impact. Lots of aggression from both sides. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. This is where things will get interesting as the damage starts to pile up on both fighters. We're close to the point where one mistake could end the round. Both fighters decide to reset the pace and assess the situation. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. Holds out with the block. Gets a normal hit from the drive impact. They're still good. They break forward to pressure the opponent. What'll happen here? KO! Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight!
Immediate jump in. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Player one has a slight life lead. There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Big throws. Scrapping it out up close. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. Player one needs to use the threat of the corner here. Going in, their life a thunderous drive impact to close the round. Player one took no time to finish that fight.
A new challenger.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match.
Simple and clean. Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Checking their opponent. The cross-up's good. Rattles them with a beautifully placed jumper. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Who's it gonna be? Player two will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Tries to get a breather with a projectile, trying to control their opponent here from a distance. Will they build meter or just go all in on each other? Player two in that dangerous burnout state. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Nice toss-up. Oh, they needed to block that from behind. Player two doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. And that's a KO. Timed that perfectly. That's player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. How good flashes him. Everything up until now, and everything from here on. Nice counter. Player one chases them down. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Player one can't use any drive moves without burning out. Gets the throw and continues on the offensive. Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Big no attack to pick up the win this round. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet.
Coming through!
Stays cool in counters. Is that going to condition them to be more conservative? Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Starts off zoning with fireballs. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move or you're going to eat tons of damage. Box him with a target combo. Takes a trip. With the throw. Decides to meet them in the air. Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Player 2 needs to use what little drive they have left effectively. Checks them with a projectile. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. And a super activation. Looking to score some juicy damage. Player 2 is gonna have to wait for that drive gauge. And in there! Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight!
Immediate jump in. Who's going to start things off? Jumps up.
Coming through!
I can't keep track of these corner switches. Gets out of the corner. Hits him with a stop and bomb. What a reaction to go air to air. Going in, player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a throw zone. They're going for the super arc. Life lead is there, experiencing burnout. Solid anti-KO. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Get right in there. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move or you're going to eat tons of damage. Trips them up. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Knockdown. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
Parries the attack. In a dire situation, they can't afford picks up the win with a projectile. Good read. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight!
How's this? Flashes him. Who's going to start things off?
How's this?
That attack landed for a count. They were right to be on guard there. At this range, many attacks can connect to the burnout activates. Player 1 takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. This can lead to some big damage. Super clutch hook knocked them out of the air. A wheel reads the jump in perfectly. Going on the offensive? Closes it out. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round. Fight!
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Anti-air in the clutch. Which fighter will control low heavy? Smart stuff, poking at that range to zone the opponent. Dangerous range here. Totsugeki to the face. Connects with the throw. Player 1 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Jump. This may turn into a big chance. It turns out. Oh, here we go. Takes them up. Player 2 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. Goes to the air. Counter hit. Where is the conversion? The pressure must be driving them nuts. There's the burnout.
Hadouken! Hadouken!
Giving a food for thought. Player
Rashid
2
wins.
was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win.
Here comes a new challenger.
We're about to see a mirror match go down, where they can match each other move for move. This is the hardest kind of match. Who will come out on top?
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Gets the perfect parry. This could lead to something big. Perfectly timed parry to deflect the opponent's attack. You don't want to get caught in that situation too many times. Can they use the corner to mount a comeback? What are they thinking here? Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Gets the jump in. Strings it all together. Takes a trip. Throws them to negate the block. Pops them with a shorty. What's their game plan here? The kick hits! Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Dashes up. Nice counter. Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. That's a counter. What'll happen here? Smart play to stop the opponent there. Still slugging it out at this range. Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big. There's the burnout. Player 1 has the broad super hard income. Dragon flatline zone. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Uses their drive gauge. Who will come out on top in this final round? Looks to add more pressure by parrying the projectile. Uses the parry to deal with that projectile. We're just getting started here. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. All the throws connects. Player 2 and whips. They're wide open. Okay, here we go. Plenty of help. Overhead, but it won't work. The super connects. What now? Player 1, there's the burnout. Both sides, there's the counter we wanted. Are you kidding me? Player 2 comes away with the win.
Here comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Beginning of
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Tries to bait him with the projectile. Denies the attack, and carrying attack like that is risky, but the reward is the drive gauge building up. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Knockdown. Air throw. Had their eye on the sky. Player 1, KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Goes to overdrive cannon spike. Takes the opponent out of the air. This is a chance to dictate the pace. Both fighters planning something? Breaks the block with a throw. Yo, put that away. Sends a clear message with that counter. Risky up-close scrap still going. Knockdown and... Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Throws them. Going in. Low heavy. Noticeable light finishes with the throw. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
A new challenger.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
We gotta do this. Come on.
Give me your best shot.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Low kicks are a no-go. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Knockdown. Overhead. Player 2 is almost dead, but some clever throw to tie the bow. They were stuck in the corner.
That's right.
Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Fight. How's this?
Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Flies in with a wrist to keep the pressure on. Player 1, they're going for the super art. The super doesn't hit. Player 2 is working with a better game. What can they do with it? What'll happen here? Tops him with a shorty. Uses the target combo as a filler. You've got to be mindful of reach and jumping at this range. Both sides getting ready. Turns out. Slams on the brakes and closes it out. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round. Fight.
Backdash to start. They're not taking any chances. Challenge from above. Jumps in. Oh, nice. Connects with the throw. That throw will do some good damage. Low heavy. Runs that off. Ooh, what a smart throw. Both sides getting ready. Taking chunks out of each other. Gotta do better than that. Counter them with the balance. Reads the jump in perfectly. What now? They push their way out of the corner. The low's blocked. Catches them out. What are they gonna do? The drive gauge is screaming. Ooh, does them dirty. Ugh, take a seat. You think this time to bust this out? Dumps them. Player 2 is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire.
Round 1.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Drops him hard. Throws a fireball. Decides to meet them in the air. Smart play there to go for the air-to-air. Even if it can't lead to a combo, it's low risk but effective. Saw that low heavy coming. Okay, both fighters have taken a long step back. They're both looking to reassess the fight. A good chance here to recover the drive gauge or figure out the next step. Blocks the low heavy. Takes a trip. Throws them to negate the block. Taking stock. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. A quick breather. Neither fighter can land the deciding hit. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. Lots of distance in there. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Opts to create space to start. Balance from above.
You're done!
Can't tech the throw. Good work staying in throw range there. Very slick with the combo. Blocks it. Hits him with a stop and bomb. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. Knockdown and sees him coming and shrugs it off with the super. No escaping that. Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win.
A new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
Gotta do this. Come on, let me have some fun. Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. Blocks the impact, but they're still pushed back. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move, or you're going to eat tons of damage. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. All right, what's coming up next? Player 1 chases them down. Decides to meet them in the air. Knockdown. Life lead opens up. Gets them. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Immediate jump in. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? No, put that away. Still scrapping for control of the space. There's an overdrive art. Player 2 can build off this lead. There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Big opportunity coming. Smart play with the throw. Uses the target combo as a filler. Nice counter. Both fighters planning something? And they ends the meter. Flatline zone. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round. Fight.
Open, crowns him from above. Sets up with the jump in. Anti-air in the clutch. What were they thinking? Oh man, reads the jump in perfectly. Okay, here we go. Player 2 unleashes some big damage. Quick dash. There's the counter we wanted. What's next? Nothing stops this train. Player 1 can't use any drive boost. Gotta play it safe. Oh my god, what's gonna happen? Oh, siege right through him. They didn't tech the throw. Player 1 clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Ooh, it looks like the fuse is their drive gauge. Jumps up, grabs and throws them away. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Opts for the throw. All right. Blocks the low heavy. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Grabs them. We are near the end of the round. Can either fighter pull a rabbit out of their hat here? This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or get some? Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Immediate jump in. Anything up until now, and everything from here on out is so vital. Quick brushes that off and keeps going. Jumps in. Still slugging it out at this range. Breaks those shins. Genius read. Jeez, how can they read each other so well? We're at a standstill, but we may see an eruption soon. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Big throws. Going in. The low kick hits. Player 2 connects with the throw. Fireball truck. Can this drive bring them back? The low block. Both sides getting ready. No! Critical art now? Even the slightest hit may end the round. Tries to make something happen with an overdrive art. Any mistake here is gonna be fatal. What's it gonna be? Lots of distance here. Will what a finish! Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Final round. Fight.
Both drops them from the air. Who's going to steal this win? Sandblast. Player 1 managed their drive gauge well to create lots of opportunities for themselves. Let's see if they can maintain this rhythm. We have a super art on deck. Expect to see way more pressure. The low! Knew the throw was coming! Oh, the back and forth reads are unreal. This can lead to some big damage. Player 1 is looking, ooh, what a smart throw. Okay, here we go. Absolutely relentless. Throws them. Uses their drive gauge. Fireball pressure. Trying to wear down the opponent. Blocks the low kick. Dangerous range here. They think this time to bust this out. Immaculate counter. Player 2 comes out on top of that fierce battle. Talk about a show. That match had it all. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Looks like they want to put a noose. This is gonna hurt. Long low attack hit. Uses a long range attack there to zone them perfectly. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Throws them to negate the block. Good work staying in throw range there. Both fighters at even health. Knockdown. Squeezes the gauge. Grabs them. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. One shot is all both fighters need to close this out. Both fighters planning something? Both of them were ready for a throw. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. A quick breather. In there! Player 1 with the first strike, but they can't get complacent.
Round 2. Fight.
Brings the impaler. Long-range fireball to break the silence. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. Player 1 kept their drive gauge topped off through that round and still took the win. Guess they didn't need it. Jumps in. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Both fighters planning something? Ooh, what a smart throw! Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Knockdown and connects with the throw. Corrects them. A single hit will do it. Low heavy, but no go. Turns out, denied. He's cool and Locke wraps it up with a throw. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us.
A new challenger.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match.
Simple and clean. Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? This is a good range to test the opponent's reaction to fireballs. The low kick connects. Picks up some damage with a long-reaching attack. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Absorbs the attack and fires back. So they break forward to pressure the opponent with the throw. From up above. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Fires off a whirlwind. Lets off a projectile to wait time. Burnout activates. Was looking for that. In there. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Immediate jumping. Are we going to see some fireworks here? It's a normal hit, but they get in there. Both charges forward. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. From upstairs. It's a good spot to use the super. Player 1 is working with a better game. What can they do with it? Going in? This in Hashogaki is gonna sting. The super in there. Player 2 took no time to finish that fight. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Opts for the air-to-air encounter. Decides to meet them in the air. They're on the lookout for jump-ins. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. All right, what's coming up next? Neither of them willing to back off. Good job blocking the jump-in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Taking stock. Life lead opens up. Jump! That's some big KO! Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Goes for the jump in to start. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Lays down a whirlwind. Player 2 has the life lead. Can they use it? There's still a lot of fighting to be had. It's anyone's match. Delivers the pain right to the doorstep. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. It's back with the drive impact on the recovery. This punish counter presents a huge chance. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Player 2 can't this and lead to some big damage. Sets up with the jump in. A real test of nerve here. Perfect execution with the anti-air. That jump in was expected. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Comes a new challenger.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Let us begin. Simple and clean. Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. This is a good range to test the opponent's reaction to fireballs. Corner switch means they can now go on the offensive. Does not want to get stuck in the corner. Gets a chance with that jump in. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? All right, what's coming up next? That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Life lead opens up with a super art and that KO. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Grabs them. They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. Gets out of the corner. Good, yo, put that away. Both fighters planning something? Player 2 has the life lead. Can they use it? There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Smart play with the throw. What'll happen here? Player 1 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. They're experiencing burnout. Untouchable, impetuous, impregnable, and perfect. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Goes for the jump in to start. Creates an opening with a low heavy. Oh, what a smart throw. Player 2. Oh, snipe. Forward throw. Laying the pressure on things. What were they thinking? What anti-air? More fuel to the fire. Cook them up.
Prepare for turbulence.
Will this be enough to kill?
And picture
What? That was enough to kill? Yo, that read was godlike.
Rashid.
Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Jumps in. Delivers the pain right to the doorstep. The low kick connects. Uses a long-range attack there to zone them perfectly. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Player 2 chases them down. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Both fighters decide to reset the pace and assess the situation. Trying to read each other here? Nice, perfect parry there. What'll they do next? Can't tech the throw? Next hit will end the round. Barely experiencing burnout. Delivers the pain right to the twins out in the battle of the skies. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Opts to create space to start. Are we going to see some fireworks here? The grab misses. Denies the jump in. They just said, get that jump in out of here. Breaks those shins. Big throw. What'll happen here? Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Sets up with the jump in. Quick breather. Reads the jump in perfectly. In there. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Comes a new challenger.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Gotta do this. Come on. Simple. Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Player 1 has the life lead. Can they exploit this advantage? Are they trying to slow down the pace with a projectile? What's the play here? Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? All right, what's coming up next? From up above. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Player 2, get KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Checking their reactions with a fireball? And we hit them with a stopping block. Jumps in. That's the experiencing burnout. Player 2 can build off this lead. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Player 2 has an empty drive feed. This is a very precarious situation. They just won't stop switching sides. All the throw connects. Going in, Quick, Rashid looking for something with Bizarro. The super doesn't hit. Not looking good. The corner's a bad place to be. Mate, will this super art do anything? The punish counter sets the pace. What a finish! Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
Final round. Fight!
Opens with the fireball. Who will come out on top in this final round? From low, knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Throws him. Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return. Ooh, what a smart throw. But now, player one can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Oh, here we go. The low. Oh my God, what a throw tech. What are they gonna do? Nothing stops this train. Plenty of them. Super art to show up what a PhD and fighters can do for you. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scales.
Bet that.
Oh, they saw that they had. Oh, that's a huge counter. Ugh, take a seat. Are you kidding me? Player 2 was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Oh, that throw did some juicy damage. Barely blocks the jump and hits him with a stop and pop. Takes the chance to hurt him. What's going to follow the combo? The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Are they trying to slow down the pace with a projectile? Looks like they want to re-establish their game plan with fireballs. Big counter. Neither of them willing to back off in a dire situation. They can't afford any mistakes. Burnout activates. Matthew's out of the quick dash. Taking stock. Digs in deep to get that drive in. Flashes it. Uses the gauge for a super art. That's not gonna hit. Closes with the throw. Hitting him with the smart stuff. Player 2 with a big first round pickup. Can they close it out? Lays down a whirlwind. This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. Medium thick hits. Scrapping it out up close. Sneaks in above. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Cashes out of the gauge to sum it out to air. Not even the eye of the storm is safe. Going in, their will to win is really being tested here. Fireball into the corner. They're trying to force the opponent into making a mistake. Right finishes with the throw. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches.
A new challenger.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Tries to bait him with the projectile.
Big mixer.
Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Player 2 can't let their drive gauge in. They need to find a way to reset the situation. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Takes them all the way to the corner with that. Hold your breath. Ends the round with a punish counter. Living in the opponent's head rent-free right now. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Goes for the jump in to start. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Hits them with a stopping box. Very slick with the combo. Not much life left, but their drive usage may save them. Uses the target combo as a filler. KO. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
Final round. Fight!
Immediate jump in. Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Jumps it, meets them air to air. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Uses the impact to shave off some of their drive gauge. This is gonna hurt. Sticks out a kick. Getting up close and Rashid looking for something with Isara. Player 2 solid anti-air. Connects with the throw. Reads the jump in perfectly. Slams on the brakes and shuts out the counter. Low heavy. Player 1 is in a very, crushes the shin. Flatline zone. Player 1 was an absolute beast in that match. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. Breaks those shins. Throws them to negate the block. Player 1 has a slight life lead that they may sit on. Can they exploit this advantage? So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Perfect air-to-air. They're on the lookout for jump-ins. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Gets backed into the corner with pressure building. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. All right, what's coming up next? Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Saw them sweating against the wall and gets in the throw. Player 1 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Checking their reactions with a fireball? Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Charges forward. Grabs them. Player 1 needs to use... Doesn't miss a beat. You gotta be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Lays down a whirlwind. No knockdown as the low heavy is blocked. Smart play with the throw. That throw will do some good damage. This is a turning point. They gotta turn it around. Quick breather. Player 1 will look to apply pressure. Super hard to show off what a PhD and fighters can do for you. Amazing cross-up attack. Here comes the big closes it out. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Yeah, every day I do this, never fear losing. And when I get up in the game, y'all here improve. A real problem when I solve them all face proof. And if you think I'm gon' fold, then you talking fool. Yeah, y'all wanna win, let me spin, boy. All dunks aside, I'm super fly like I'm hanging off the rim, boy. I've been winning for my kinfolk, and I put on for my city from the intro. Let's go.
I put that time in. My pride is out the roof, I get that grind in. So I'ma tell the truth, I get my grind on. You know the pressure make all of these diamonds. I tell them get back, step back, fast track, big lap, big facts. I'm past that.